Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Guys, it's Thursday. Hello. How are we all doing today? Without the time stones? Yeah, we're gonna be doing all Shadow Crystals today, aka the category that has a Mantleless Knight. If you want to know why I'm doing this, I went through quite the ordeal yesterday trying to see one line of dialogue from Sham. So, you know, if you were at stream yesterday, you already saw me do Mantleless Knight. And then I tried to go see the Sham dialogue, but it didn't work because I had Mantle on the file already, you know? So then, you know, I went back, I started from a Chapter 2 save that I already had. Like, one of my practice saves. And I played through Chapter 3 again to get the, you know, without getting the Mantle at all. And I still didn't get the Sham dialogue. So it turns out, you have to, like, in Chapter 2, you have to go to Castletown to give them the Shadow Crystal so they can tell you about the Shadow Mantle. And then they will react to you beating the knight without the Shadow Mantle. So I got a lot of Mantle-less practice yesterday. Without the Shadow Mantle? That makes sense, but it's also jank. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, you know, these were speedrun files I was using, so... I'm gonna give that to you today. Yeah, by the way, everybody, say happy birthday to Amity. Everybody wish Amity a happy birthday, by the way. It's his birthday today. Yeah, it's, I miss Tenna. We do Weird Route in All Shadow Crystals because Snowgrave Chapter 2 is that much faster. Saves like 20 minutes over, you know, it saves like 20 minutes over main route. And like over, you know, you're doing like a main route all bosses. And the true reset portion in Chapter 4 only loses like 10 minutes about. So yeah, we just care about getting the Shadow Crystals, which is why we can do Weird Route. So yeah, we finally got all Shadow Crystals on main board. The thing that we all thought would happen actually happened. The one category extension that had the best chance of becoming the one category extension that had the best chance of becoming a main board category became a main board category. Alright, says thank you, very good luck, buddy. Without the time stones, without the Shadow Crystals, like whenever you say that, you gotta say it exactly like Roger Craig Smith. Like that's how it is. Like, no matter what voice you were giving Sham before that point, for that line specifically, they have to sound exactly like Roger Craig Smith's Sonic. Alright, let me get my things open and then we can start. Alright. There we go. Why does AAC do Weird Route Chapter 4 instead of boarding it post Chapter 2? Well, you can only do that in Noelle's house, and doing that requires you to do all the main route true reset stuff, which is much slower than just letting Weird Route play out. Because, you know, you still have that whole gameplay segment where you have to go into where you're in the closet with Chris, avoiding them. You have to do all of that if you abort Weird Route in Chapter 4. And before anyone says it, bed skip does not exist in Weird Route. You are not allowed to use bed skip in Chapter 4 Weird Route. Let me just clear up some files real quick. They did let you do bed skip, but instantly aborted. Yeah, I feel like the only reason they don't let you do bed skip is because of how you know, Weird Route is. They probably like very particularly want you to they probably like very particularly want you to abort it like manually, like at like the actual abort point. Especially also because, you know, people are probably doing Weird Route on, like, second playthroughs, so they might, like, bed skip. Maybe thinking that, like, there's nothing, like, but, you know. I think it's a good idea. Something meta-narrative IDK man. Anyways, yeah, let's just go ahead and start. Yeah, bed skip on Weird Route. Yeah. So yeah, for those who don't know the all Shadow Crystals route, obviously we do Chapter 1 all bosses. It's, you know, the only way we can get the Shadow Crystal. Chapter 2 Weird Route. Then we'd play Chapter 3 like any percent except we beat the Knight. And then we do Chapter 4 all bosses but with like Weird Route at the start. It's a very unique combination of chapter categories. Thank you for good luck. I will admit, I am kind of curious about what this run's time will be, because obviously, like, you know, my very first all chapters Weird Route run, which, you know, didn't have any of the extra boss stuff, was like a 257, but that was also, like, a very early run for Chapter 3 and 4, so, like, you know, still didn't know everything. So I'm just curious on, like, how close to that this run will be. Chapter 4 True Reset, kind of, but not really, yeah. It's essentially Chapter 4 True Reset. All bosses. It's a very, it's a very interesting category combo, and I really like that. Does this mean Mantless? Yes. And yes, I have done Mantless Knight. I would not be attempting this category if I could not do it. Why did True Reset for Chapter 4? In Weird Route, you are not allowed to do bed skip. And the main route True Reset portion, if you choose to abort Weird Route at the start of Chapter 4, it takes way longer than just playing Weird Route out. unfortunately, you know, once you finish Chapter 2, you know, the only place you can abort it is by going to the Holiday House. So you can't get bed skip back before that without just doing main route. Yeah, things are taking a weird route. We get to see Bangin' Sermon, my man. Because you know I'm going out of my way to see that. Bangin' Sermon, my man. Is Snowgrave? Yes, Snowgrave is faster for getting the crystal. It's like 20 minutes faster than like just doing regular main route all bosses. Bangin' Sermon might be the best Chris choicer, yeah. Also hijack. It's that and that one and Park Your Butt, Mister. Those are my favorites. That will be usable in Chapter 5. If if there's no like, I don't know. I probably if there's like no I don't think if there's no abort points past this, then I don't see why bed skip wouldn't be a thing, because I feel like the Dark World would be different in Weird Route for Chapter 5. I think I'm parked. Parallel park? Fucking love that interaction. Bantering and being friends is like my favorite thing. Yeah. I love all the banter between my scrunglies. But yeah, I think all Shadow Crystals as a whole is definitely the hardest mainboard category. I mean, like, you know, I feel like technically, I guess Glitched is harder. So, like, technically, all Shadow Crystals glitchless isn't the hardest category, but, like, you know, like, Glitched is probably harder, but, you know. Not that big of a deal. That's, like, semantics. This is still a hard category. So, I mean, you know, you have to do, Snowgrave Neo and Manteless Knight. Okay. I love interacting with things in this game, by the way. Did you guys know that? And you see, it's a first run. I can make mistakes like this, you know? Also, thank you for the follow. Rudin 4 is a bitch. Walks you out of the Shadow Crystal. I don't know, it's badly designed right there. Yeah, it's so crazy. It's so crazy how you can get, like, locked out of a secret. Isn't that just bad design? Why would the game do this? I think if people just started saying stuff like, I am not a fan of this, or this annoyed me, instead of just saying this is objectively bad game design, then things would be better. You're allowed to not like how the Shadow Mantle quest was handled. Like, you're allowed to not like, you're allowed to be annoyed by having to restart the chapter. But, like, I don't think just because it annoyed you doesn't mean it's bad game design. Yay! This totally makes up for missing Route 4, right? I think it is totally fine and valid to be annoyed by having to restart the chapter for not getting an S rank. This is objectively bad design in its opinion. When you think about it, the phrase objectively good or objectively bad is kind of an oxymoron. Because, you know, isn't, like, something being good or bad an opinion in of itself? I don't need to... Like, at that point, you know, it's just getting into semantics, you know? Like, there are, like, commonly accepted things being good or bad, you know? Like, I don't take issue with the phrase of something being objective. I think just the way it's used. I feel like just people, like, are really, like, dead set on being able to get everything in one playthrough, and I just don't think that's a good mindset for a game like Deltarune. A game that is built to be replayed. If it were Undertale, then yeah, sure, that game, like, it's kind of hard to, like, it's kind of hard to, like, constantly replay that game because you only have one save file. And the egg's already designed in a way. Yeah. I feel like as long as you, like, explore the boards pretty thoroughly, like, you know, you get the bonus objective and whatnot, then, like, S-Rank is pretty fucking lenient. In fact, S-Rank being so lenient on the first board specifically is part of the reason why Chapter 3 all bosses is hell to do optimally. Because since it's so lenient, it means you have to do the bare minimum to go fast. Which involves, you know, getting perfect cooking. And you need to do well enough on battles to get enough points to boost the rank. Like, board 1 is so lenient. Like, literally, like, if you just, like, get one extra key. Why am I doing that? I don't need to, but fuck it. Like, if you get the quiz key, then as long as you, like, if you get the quiz key and, like, you know, play fine on battles, then, like, you're basically guaranteed the S rank as long as you don't absolutely suck at cooking. In fact, doing the extra battles kind of hurts a little, because it makes the points battle... I looked into how rankings are determined yesterday, because of something that happened to Amity. And how the points ranking is decided is like based on a percentage of like a starting goal of points. And then every time, for every fight you do, more points are added to that total. So, for example, if you do 2 fights on board 1, the starting total of points on board 1 is 800. If you do 2 fights, it goes up by some amount, I forgot how much, but I think you need like 1230 or 1260 by the end. With 2 fights. And what rank you get in points is determined by that. So getting a high rank in points is actually really easy if you don't do every fight. So, like, ironically, doing all the fights makes the S rank a little harder, because you need to get more points. Congratulations, double touch. Like, if you look at my, current ACAB GPB, I got, the world's most unnecessary T rank on board 1. Because, you know, I only did, like, the 2 required fights, and then I got the quiz key, which gives you a fuck ton of points. And then I ended up getting fast cooking anyways, so I had a T rank on both points and, the cooking mini game. So, you know, I got the world's most unneeded T rank. But, like, if you're getting everything and, like, you know, don't, like, suck really, really, really bad at the minigame. Especially on New Game Plus, where there's an extra key to boost your rank even further. Like, on the first playthrough, I can understand not getting an S rank. Because, you know, you're still learning the game, you know. You aren't gonna find, even if you find all the keys, you know, you're still learning stuff. You're probably not getting good battle ranks yet. There New Game Plus photo in board 2? No. There is only something added to board 1, and I think that is just to make getting the S rank easier. Since it's right at the start. Yeah, the 2 bonus objectives in board 2 is, like, there's an extra photo you can take. And, you can eat the moss. What's the difference between ACAB and ASC? ASC only cares about the shadow crystals, so we do Weird Route in Chapter 2. And we don't fight, and we don't do the Shadow Mantle boss. Evil in the first playthrough. Yeah, it really makes you wonder what's over there. And then, but it also makes, it makes like, getting over there in the sword minigame, like, feel really cool. Like, once you figure out that you can destroy the trees. Like, I remember thinking that was progression in the sword game. On my first playthrough. Because I saw it was blocked by a tree, and then after getting, to level 3, and seeing that I could break trees... I went over there in the sword minigame, and I thought that was really cool. And then when it was removed on my, like, second playthrough of Chapter 3, I was so confused, like, what the fuck? I literally had to fucking, like, check my playthrough back. I literally had to recheck the VOD to make sure I wasn't going crazy. Because I was like, I swear there were only 4 keys. Lancer, can you, like, please put the spades in the battle box? Susie, but we already got Susie Death. Why does Lancer miss his act? Is he stupid? Is there a lore reason? At Mike, is this anything? Can't believe there's 2 Susie deaths in all chapters. Yeah, except for Glitched. I love Second Sanctuary skip. When is the Ralsei death? Technically chapter 3. There is a damaging Ralsei strat in the rules fight, and technically the fastest way to beat the knight in chapter 3 80% is to die, which involves killing Ralsei. Let me get Chris death in chapter 5, the humble chapter 2. So yeah, we technically have our trifecta. Minuing, am I right? My minuing is bad. Shoutouts to Woofle D. Maybe the real speedrun was the menuing we made along the way. True. There's an IDK. To attach to these characters to Weird Route. You see, I'm also attached to these characters, but like... I feel like I've memed too much on Chapter 2 Weird Route to take it too seriously anymore. I mean, I still can't take it seriously. It's just one of those, like... I've memed too much about it. Alright, locking in. easy fight, though. I've done it like once or twice. Actually, no, only once, I think, when I was like practicing or something. But also I saw you mention this earlier. Like, yeah, it is kind of crazy how there was no freedom motif in Chapter 3. People say it's in Black Knife, but like I don't hear it. I don't think it's there. I don't even think there's a reason for it to be there. I don't even hear Lost Girl in there. Honestly, if anything, the freedom motif would be like, I don't know. Something related to Ram, probably, because Ram talks about freedom. Like, directly, but... Who knows, maybe Ram would have had the freedom motif if Ram was a boss fight. Give Ram that crystal. I mean, it was showing up at the end of Chapter 3. Maybe the knight had, like, literally just shown up, you know? Then have time to give Ram the crystal. It's in there in reverse. He doesn't highlight, he uses, yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, I brought music mods back. Not all of them, though. Go for 9 turns. I'm not gonna do the extra solo. I don't care enough. Music mods banned? No. There are. Oh, I think we're still trying to find a list. Basic. We're still trying to compile a list. I feel like it being his business kids that use hint. Yeah. I feel like if Philly was like hiding it in reverse, like, I don't know, that just feels a bit too much. Just because I don't think there's precedent for Toby ever doing that. Famously alter songs to where you can't tell what they originally were. That's different because, but Nobody Came is just slowed down a lot. It's nothing like reversed or anything. Is also different from completely rearranging notes, yeah. And it's like, you can like get it, you can have a leitmotif and like arrange the notes or like it's, you know, like intervals, you know, you can like rearrange stuff, but like, you know, as long as it still sounds like the leitmotif, you know, that's what it is. Like, I know Andrew Cunningham talked about it in his Gaster video, and I'm kind of trying to remember what he said there specifically. Progression still has to be the same, yeah. The Legends, just completely different notes, yeah. If you're gonna connect Nightmare Night to something, The Chase, it's right there. Meant to be heard and connected. It felt to be unorganized, and it might be a police but it's not really using the motif. Exactly. Find the computer room. I think Undyne Steam is in Burning Eyes. Like, yeah, I don't hear it. People also say that Battle Against the True Hero is in Burning Eyes, and I don't hear it. First time. Hi, welcome in. It's like, besides, Battle Against the True Hero is already used. Like, that leitmotif is already used. It's in fucking Hammer of Justice and whatever the version that plays after the Titan, like at the end of the Titan fight. I'm blanking on the name right now. It's like Need a Hand or something. I think that's what. Okay, I was right. Need a Hand. Honestly, is reverse music clueless? Guys, it's back. We can finally land again. Which is funny because it now no longer plays at the end of the run. The OST during I love fucking I love Guardian. I fucking love I just love the Sanctuary leitmotif in general. I mean, I just don't hear Lost Girl and Black Knife. People really just be saying shit definitively. You know? So good. People call it the Sanctuary motif. My introduction to Chapter 4 runs. What a way. Weird out Chapter 4 all bosses. With the easiest Titan fight. From now on is so good. Oh yeah, by the way. Real ones. Scott the Woz is back. Deltarune is finally back in Ohio. Also, for what it's worth, I didn't add any new music mods. I only added back music mods I already had. So, the Chapter 4 credits are still the same. I'll find Scott the Wad's thing to add there eventually. My Deltarune. It's just fucking Scott the Waz in the background. Hey y'all, Scott here. Chapter 4 OST is so fucking stacked. Like, on God. Do you think Gaster's a Scott the Waz fan? Absolutely. I have no proof of this, but it's just vibes. Dude, Scott the Waz always breaks the credits. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't that surprised when Until Next Time was used at the end of Chapter 3. I really wasn't that surprised. It made sense for that to be a, like, traditional, like, for, like, Until Next Time to be, like, a more, like, generic credits theme for the chapters. With, like, 1 and 4 having special credits themes because of their placement in the story. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Chapter 5 used Until Next Time. I'm not gonna say it will, but I wouldn't be surprised. That when the Chris piano songs were on the OST, yeah. I gotta remember this is the snow games. So I only really need to buy Mecha Saber. And if hopefully I don't need to sell anything. Or, like, I don't need to sell the Revivement. Like, I can just sell, like, Main Axe or something. Because I would like to have 2 Revivements for the night. In this category. Should also probably, like, get some frequent saves in. So I don't have to reset to mismenuing Sleep Mist. Because I Sleep Mist a tired enemy. No, in one of my ACWR attempts, like 2 hours into stream, like, you know, at first I lost a run because of computer issues that I fixed off stream, and then the first run after I restarted stream, I then Sleep Misted a Werewire because my finger, like, instead of pressing the right arrow key, it pressed under the right arrow key, and I hadn't saved it all in chapter 2, so I, you know, just had to reset.
Round 1.
That was a run. Lost time in chapter 4, both to see Bangin' Sermon, my man, and also so I could read out the I know things kind of took a weird route there. TSG is so bad. What was your, 1+2 time, if you remember? Didn't really need to heal there, but... I'm trying to remember what my, ASC 1+2 time, is, like, as my PB. I think it's like a 105, maybe? Yeah, like 106. It's hard. It's gonna be hard to tell anyway because the 1+2, you know, we have different like stop timing for chapter 2 now, which is like, from what I remember hearing, it's like 30 seconds earlier. So if you want like the accurate 1+2 time, you have to add about like 30 seconds. Also, I gotta remember to pick up tension bit. I just remembered. That's good enough. Alright, different now. Yeah, only for all chapters though. Don't let that confuse you if you're ever running solo chapter 2. End time is still the same there. We don't want to go back and retime all those runs. Why did Chris die? Are they stupid? He needed a nap. Not the best start, but thank God Toby made Chris death consistent. Thank God. I was an early chapter 2 runner. I was speedrunning the game when Chris death was RNG. I was running all chapters when Chris death was RNG. Saber. So I already have 2 Amber cards. Sorry, tension bit. Yay! The tension bit, yeah. Tension bit plus tension gem saves a ton of time in Jack, in the Jack and Stein fight. Yeah. You need to do, you grab that tension bit, and then you grab the tension gem. And then you grab the tension gem in chapter 3 board 2 by getting an A rank. Using those allows you to end the Jackenstein fight on the your long turn. Like you know like after that, like you go up to that attack basically. The prophecy isn't about. I feel like I feel like the prophecy isn't like when it's talking about the cage, it's talking about the vessel. It's not talking about Chris. I think that much is obvious. And then from there, it's really just okay. Now, is the girl Susie or Noelle? And there's good arguments for both. take the stuff off of Susie. And then also I need to remember to take Devil's Tail off of Noelle. I can do that when I put the freeze ring on. Consistently beat all the secret bosses that are in this category, yes. The only one I can't beat consistently is Eram. But Eram isn't in this category, because Eram does not give you a Shadow Crystal. That's the neat thing about interpretations. All of Gerson's dialogue in that fight is so fucking fire. The prophecy knows Chris isn't human. Real and true. My man. Banging sermon, my man. I just processed you're doing ASC. Eram. That's the Shadow Mantle fight. That's the name that most people have decided to go with. I like John Man. Actually, it's Jane Mantle now. Respect her transition. Don't dead name her. Snow games. Alright, just gotta remember to unequip Devil's Tail, which, I want to do with the freeze ring menuing. Because Devil's Tail is not at all needed before that. Well, after that, I mean. Because you one-shot everything anyways. I'm gonna do the fucking Ash Ignore strat. Ignore the Vero, go to the Werewire. Okay, but what if all the humans are non-binary? What if Goku was betrayed and trapped in the time? So yeah, by the way, we do that because every 4 enemies you defeat with Noelle, she gains an extra stat. She gains more stats. So we and it's 4 individual enemies, not 4 encounters total. So, you know, Vero, the 2 pop-ups plus Werewire gives her 1 more magic, which allows her to one-shot that Vero, which I think is cool. What if Susie found a mysterious rock? Thank you for the follow. Save. I don't even think I needed the Ambu crit. Like, I think because of Devil's Tail I didn't need it, but I still had to do that. Save me, Pink Ribbon. Des gets hit by a car. Des gets ran over by Asgore's truck. Yo, Varl, thank you for the raid. Just in time, we're in the middle of some snow games. Fraud ribbon. I still want it for weird route stuff. I still need it for Snowgrave Neo. Actually, I don't need to do all that complicated stuff because I one-shot the hero. And I, take 2 turns to do this MU anyway. I'm cooked. I've been trying to learn without it for the new fights at least. Got it. Get it. Oh, games. Okay, unequipped Devil's Tail. Bang. Equip. Actually, I said unequip Phoenix. You know what's funny? I find it funny how even though, like, we have more chapters to use it on, I still only ever grab, I don't only ever grab Pink Ribbon and ACAB and Snowgrave, just like back when it was just 1+2. Overall, thank you for the tier 1 for 35 months. Huge. Banging sermon, my man. Been buffed or not? I don't think it has. I think someone did check. I think it is still the same effect. I remember that came up like right after we learned about Pink Ribbon nerf. Someone asked, well, what about the Silver Watch? And it's the same, I'm pretty sure. Citation. I'm just going off of my memory. This was in a fucking Twitch chat. Yeah. Got it. I got that. I got that snow games in me. I love left Z, right Z, down, right Z. Citation needed, my man. I just love how bad Silverwatch is. Use Nerf to Ribbon. And like, the thing about the Nerf to Ribbon is that, like, it's still kind of good. But, you know, it's just having multiple is no longer good. Like, the minus 20%, you can easily offset some of it with lodestones in Chapter 3. And then also the bigger grays area, especially in a fight like Night. Especially in a fight like the Night fight, the extra grays area, you end up, like, that with... The extra grays area plus some, like, 2 lodestones, you basically end up, like, evening out your TP gain. Because, like, it's... minus 10% is very stomachable. TV farm too hard. Tried to out aura farm the aura farmer. mouse controls are about to work on Switch 2? No clue. I do not have a Switch 2. That'll be a question for someone who does. Ugh. Anyways, the real reason Weird Route is bad and terrible is because you can't eat the moss. That's it. That's the only reason. What was the thorn again? I think it was just a literal thorn. Probably from like a thorn crown or something. Snow games. Hey, remember when I said I brought back music mods? Unfortunately, Birdly did not lock in nearly as enough as Zenith Martlet. Snow games! Uncle Ben, what happened? Snow games! Bitrate grave. Bitgrave. Bitroots. No way, guys. Wait, guys. It's that one room from the Shadow Mantle quest. Whoa. It's like it was referencing something. That's so crazy. By the way, did you know that the Forbidden Path began with ice magic? Spell is fatal. Birdly is still alive after this. Is Noelle a fraud? Hell no. We ain't. Are we putting Noelle on fraud watch now? Clearly, she was just she was just holding back. Without the time stone. I'm back and not losing my sanity at all. Hi, Martlet. You missed the Zenith music mod. The Zenith music mod is back. Time for safe Pippus. Distribution on Stargrave Neo? No, I do not have a Big Shot music mod. Like I said, I only added music mods I already had. I didn't make any new one. I didn't make any new music mods. I didn't add all of them back, obviously, as we've seen, because, you know, Rude Buster's still there. Hopefully, it would be so funny if I got the 1 in 20. I've snowed these graves before. Can't believe Toby Fox finally made people thirst for water. So true. Damn it, no 1 in 20. Why bother? Anyway, Susie tells Chris that she'll tell them what happened in there later. And then even 2 chapters later, we still don't know. Me when I lie? I'll tell you later. Doesn't tell us later. Clearly Toby forgot. Just kidding. I think people finally touch grass. I don't know. That might be pushing it too far. Yay, I got Dumpy Skip. There we go. There's mine. All right. I'm gonna try the turn save. At Graze. Graze a bit here. Bang. God, head grazing is so satisfying. Got the turn save, but I probably didn't save too much time from it because I had to sit there and graze for a bit. You don't need to sing it. God forbid I have joy and whimsy in my heart. God forbid I have joy and whimsy and enjoy the music and like singing along to it because I'm neurodivergent like that. Anyways, unfortunately we can no longer joke about Birdly being dead. Haha, Birdly's in a coma. Why is he in a coma? Is he stupid? Early wake up is 2013. Why doesn't he just wait? You know, I feel like Berdly probably would have, Berdly probably would have died if, Chris didn't go and take him to the hospital. Somebody just froze him harder, that's true. Noelle needed to lock in. Maybe Berdly would have died if I didn't take Devil's Tail off of Noelle. So when did Chris do that? You are about to find out. It's a funny, yeah, especially because this isn't even the end of the run. So yeah, if you're wondering when Chris did it. So anyways, Chris is now hauling ass across town. I don't even care if I'm wrong. I don't care, like, if the game later says, oh yeah, they did this in between chapter 3 and 4. I think it is objectively funnier if it happens right now. You slam storage. Pass the night during this cutscene, yeah. I mean, like, Susie and Toriel, like, get started on baking a pie, and, like, that definitely can't happen with it. Like, I think, like, they finish, like, the crust and everything, and, you know, that can't happen in, like... And, you know, that can't happen within, like, the 30 seconds Chris was gone. Wait, well, I mean, yeah, Chris exited the house through a cutscene. They had wrong warp state. Why did Susie have it on cooking for a second there? Does she know? Alright, let's see. Oh, I'm checking something. No, yeah, this wasn't a 1+2 PB. It was close. It was close. My PB was a 105.27, and, like, you know, it's plus 30 seconds, so about, like, 20-ish. How's the run going? It's going pretty good so far. So far, the only major mistake was missing Ruden 4. And I guess not getting 12 turn or 9 turn. I got the turn save on, I got the Iron Shackle turn save on Neo. I remembered to take Devil's Tail off of Noel. So yeah, really, like, the only major mistake so far has been, Ruden 4. Guys, is Chris the Knight? I can finally sit through the credits again without fear of Materia Collective. Hey guys, is that Mike? Oh, this category would be terrible. Yeah, I take Devil's Tail off at freeze ring menuing. Because, you know, Noel doesn't need it after that, so... I think that's, like, the best place to do it. Wait, Gloria, why'd you just type Truth Fountain? We have the emote. Wait, do you have it? No, I only put in old music mods. There are no new ones. Because I did this, like, right before stream. Some yummy burgers and ice cream. Yummy burgers and ice cream sounds nice. Thank you for the follow. Guys, Chapter 3 came out. That's so crazy. Chapter 3 just came out. I'm so proud of it. Yeah, okay, Chapter 3 time. And yes, my Night Split is named without the time stones? Also, you can interact with the couch from anywhere. Was that a reference to Sonic Generations? Specifically, it is a reference to, well, it's a dual reference. If you talk to Sham after beating the knight without the mantle, then they say something like, even without the Shadow Mantle, and it just looks exactly like the line from the Sonic Generations remaster where Sonic's just like, without the time stones? Well, how do you have your burgers? Medium well, if I remember correctly. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've like been to like a place and ordered a burger where they've asked me that. Yeah, okay. I don't know where that left input went, but it certainly wasn't in the game. Sent that left input to Mars or something. I love that specific part of the song. Nice to have pink ribbon during this. You know, the power of divorce holding them back. Okay. Oh, hey, I have enough points to get an S rank if I get T rank cooking. I don't need to, but I'm just gonna like keep track of that now. I'm just gonna like always notice. That's like no points. So you don't get an S rank in points, but it bumps your points up to C rank, which is what gives you enough to get an S if you get T rank cooking. Any lower than this is a Z rank, which really tanks your score a lot. Clueless. Back in prison, but luckily you're just visiting this time. Yeah, I don't need a reset over not getting fast cooking. So this is an all chapters run. I'm still gonna go for it, obviously, but that was actually really close. That was a sick jump. Bruh. Ah. Cooking moment. Still got an S rank though, because the vice score was that high. Cinema. Good luck on Sword 1. Be the night without the Shadow Mantle. Something about cursing. I think something like that. Something about crying. Yeah, that sounds right. The special interactions if you put in the same as Ralsei or Susie. It won't let you put in certain things. It doesn't let you put in dog. This is because Chris is there. For slur prevention reasons, and also so you can't put in stuff like WDG. Can't put in Gaster. Can't talk about Mr. Wingding. Or in some variation of fucking replaces it with fun. Yeah. I just love the Undertale concept art where it's like everyone telling Flowey STFU, and Flowey's just like, fun you. Alright. Yay, good RNG. Yeah, the moss is still there. Spawns up here once in here. They're also in the new game. They're also using the New Game Plus key room. But yeah. Hard boss fight time. I'll be, well, it's so funny. Name a game all the young kids in the neighborhood can play together. Polyamory? No, we'll spare all ×3. It's not even a unique act, because it's a normal enemy, so you just use that act later in the normal encounter. Alright. Time for the mom to kiss goodnight. Time for the mom to kiss goodnight. You really had to raise up your bat. Ian Flynn. And the mom is kiss goodnight. I just love that you can just, like, play Lightner's Live and get a T. I can T rank and still get an A rank, which I need. It's so nice. Not have to, like, tank. Go, Whipple, go. Yeah, just not getting points. Thank you for the tension gem. I need to go buy weapons when I do this. Yeah, by the way, did you know that do you guys remember that we had the puppet scarf? Okay, actually, wait, hold on. Before I do this, I'm just gonna buy lodestones. It's funny, we have the puppet scarf. It really doesn't do anything. It makes, like, Knight a little bit more lenient, I guess. If you do some fight route fights. And then, like, I think you can miss, like, an extra crit on Titan. Keep forgetting that. Can you keep remembering this? I can just press down. It's funny, you know, we get, like, a really good weapon that helps Rosai deal a lot of damage, but we don't really get to use it. There's also just not many fights in general where, like, we need to actually, like, fight. It's like Knight and Titan. So... Nice that I can just, like, get up and do something during this. You can fight 10 anything besides Chapter 3, AB, and ACAB? No. Wait, no, wait, ACMR. ACMR glitched. Because you don't have S action and R action. So fight 10 ends up being, like, the fastest thing you can do. We're all set. I love manual mashing. Technically forever, because damage is a lot higher against... Only if you do the mantle quest. It's only if you do the mantle quest, but yes. That is true. Jose seems evil, Arn. Hi, Gisto. Totally forgiving you. Yeah, I do think that's funny. Just don't have them permanently. Surely that won't lead to any soft locks down the line. Technically, it already does lead to a soft lock in a weird route. Because you can't use Snowgrave. Because it's not in the right slot. The family's fighting again. Damn. Why is it important? It's because it's like a cutscene thing. Like it's looking for specifically Snowgrave being in the correct slot. Because it's technically not an actual spell that's being used. It's like a cutscene thing. So like the cutscene of like Noelle talking is checking for like you picking the act in that slot specifically. So like, you know, the cutscene isn't like the cutscene with Noelle talking to like Noelle saying like, hey, I don't know that spell. Like it isn't looking for you using Snowgrave. It's looking for you using an act in that spot, basically, is how I understand it. I might be wrong. $99 Zapper? So I forgot to split. Who split? Isn't that the guy who? Isn't that the guy who played Mario? True. Banger alert, by the way. We'll see. Yeah. This became the standard. Pretty sure has a lot of heart. What does this mean for the lore of Deltarune? Is damage Snowgrave deals actually enough to kill the bird? I'm pretty sure it is. I don't actually know how much HP that variant of the Birdly fight has. Yay! Good RNG. I think you can end the fight in like 2 turns with Thorn Ring Eye Shocks. Like a minute gambling. Gotta get Tenjin Max, didn't get it. Now you know what? No, that's cinema. I respect it. I don't want to think about Tension Max. I think Tension Max tracks are funny. I go for it. Probably could have made that, but I wasn't sure. Burley has 900 HP. Yeah, if you're talking about the City 2 version, yeah. He does only have 900 HP. And I know this because I had to calc out an RNG moment I had in an ACAB run. Where I was trying to figure out why I didn't get 3-turn Burgley 2. And I had to like calc out the math. And it was because I was off by 1 to hit. I was off by 1 damage. All because of RNG damage rolls from Noelle. I think that was the, like, I'm unfinding desk clip, I think. I got it by mashing. That's funny. Noelle has RNG damage rolls because Ice Shock is from a game with damage rolls. It's not from Deltarune. There we go. So I have a laser pointer. What game is Ice Shock from? Dragon Blazers. You see Noelle mention it in well, Rudy mentions it in Weird Route, in the Chapter 2 Weird Route hospital scene. He's like Noelle, you really are using Ice Shock a lot, huh? Like while she's in the Ice Palace. So it was just a joke somebody made at one point where it's just like, oh, the reason it has damage rolls is because it's from Dragon Blazers, which has damage rolls. And I'm just like, wait, that could maybe that could be the reason. That's my headcanon now, actually. It's all part of the meta narrative. Not having the recruit pop up, yeah. Star Walker. Just beat Knight for the first time. Nice, congrats. Hard. It's a hard fight. Okay, I'm gonna buy some deluxe dinners now. Okay, that's good. Now, yeah, stone, devil's tail, iron shackle, lodestone, lodestone. Final attack. The final attack is just Hyper Goner at home. Make sure I have my weapons equipped. Alright. Although, you know, we gotta give the Knight some respect. At least their full screen ultimate attack can actually kill you. Unlike Jevil and Spamton. Like, at least it can actually kill you. Does Gerson have a full screen attack? No. And you see, like, also in the Knight fight, you can't skip its ultimate attack. And you don't, Chisto, it's because you have Asgore mechanics. You can only die when you're at 1 HP in that attack. Like, I think it still does, like, somewhat percentage damage, but if you are at 1 HP, you will die. Yeah. Pokemon ass sound and song. I do not want Chris to die. The fucking bullshit version. I forgot to get hit. Sigh. Why didn't Streamer get the Graze turn save? Damn. Got bad minigame RNG at the end. Sigh. Kill your bitrate. I see you decide to let the Mantle haters win for this stream. True. Listen, if people think that Mantle shouldn't be a boss in all bosses, then they should just run all Shadow Crystals. First try Night Shirley. I kind of want it, but I'm not expecting anything. Who's required to fight the real Mike in Chapter 7? Am I insane for going for a mantle no-hit? Like, the fight? Yes. You have the will to fight the knight? Ian Flynn! Alright, I gotta lock in. Get a swig of water. Thank you for the follow. Alright. Lock the fuck in. I'm not gonna be really reading chat during this, so yeah. I just gotta focus. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna... Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take the death. Ralsei dying there was actually a really bad loss. The thing is, like, normally Ralsei dying doesn't matter. It's just, when Ralsei dies really early, it matters. Because I think I just killed any chance at world record. But that's fine. First run. my 2 revivements. Yeah, it's dead. Now world record's really gone. It's fine. I got fucked really hard. I just got unlucky a bit. What the fuck was that? Why do you target Susie all the fucking time? I just automatically die at, like, if I get, like, that fucked early on, then it's just, like, there's no point. Dude! This isn't even my fault. Huh. I'm glad everyone agrees that this is kind of bullshit. I'm getting kind of like bullshitted. There we go. This fucking fraud had to cheat to beat me all those times. I'm just a motherfucking goat, baby. I genuinely, like, that was, like, the most unfair shit I've gotten in this fight since, like, I first started attempting it. The amount of times where the hitboxes just didn't work and just hit me for no reason. The attempt before that was definitely cheating. I did that like Curiosity 5, I think. I had issues with those knife hitboxes. What the fuck was that? It's called cheating. Mike, check it, PC. I got goobed. I'm the Steel Shays line. I got goobed. Ball. Like, do you know that freeze frame on that death? The slash was, like, barely touching the edge of the soul. And from what I remember, the soul's hitbox is the center. Like, the center of the soul is the hitbox. So I'm just saying, the knight is such a fraud. The knight's such a fraud, it had to cheat. It had to cheat to kill me. That fraud just didn't want me taking record. It had to hold me back. This fucking fraudulent knight. The knight thought it was tricky Tony. Knight really thought it could out-trick Tony with those hitboxes. You can never out-trick the Tony. I knew it would play here, but... Still... Man, what a great Scott the Woz episode. Bangin' sermon, my man. Chapter 4 is just the fucking victory lap now. So, overall, pretty successful funeral. Even Xenoblade? No. Chapter 4 is so much easier, yeah. Titan is, like, the hardest part. And this is, like, easy Titan. Or, like, easy comparatively. You can still get fucked over by Titan, as seen in one of my ACAP PBs where Chris got targeted 4 times in a row. Bro thinks at the end of the run. I love music mods. We are not landing yet. I mean, after that night fight, we might as well be landing. This would also play a Ralsei's Tea Party. Anyways, guys, I beat the knight. Without the Shadow Mantle. Without the Time Stones. Jordan actually decided to run chapter 4. I'll get screwed by that. Like, solo chapter 4 Titan is so fucking hard. Like, if you play, like, if you get every encounter skip, you only have enough money to buy 1 healing item if you want, like, safety. So... Anyways, hold on. Required. Bangin' sermon, my man. The sermon was banging. Alright. We have to try and stop on the line. Like, hey, maybe things took a weird route right now. Yeah, we do weird route in all Shadow Crystals because it saves so much time on Chapter 2 that sitting through all of True Reset is just faster. Anyways, I'm not doing the party. Listen, I'll go out of my way for those two. I'll go out of my way for Bangin' Sermon, my man, of course. But, you know. Sit! Clopen. What about the diner, huh? The way Delta Traveler? Among Us reference, by the way, in that room up there on the top left. Oh my god! December! December! I am the Finder Dodge girl. Dreamer, why are you losing time in English? Dreamer. I don't even know how much time English, Japanese saves here, but, like, I remember hearing 18 seconds at one point. Like, in just this section alone. It's like, okay. But you see, if we play in Japanese, then we can't see Bangin' Sermon, my man. So, I think it's worth it. June! June! It's a 3-hour category. Who even cares about JP? True. This room kind of sounds kind of sus, especially that vent. It wasn't removed. That was a joke. Yeah, yap, yap, yap. Who cares? Trauma or something, IDK man. Keep it in hashtag vent. Are we in the vent, though? Wait, that's true. I didn't consider that. For no discernible reason whatsoever. Fair. Okay, thank God. I was literally about to ask, hey, Noelle, could you make your dialogue skippable again? Me when I turn down the color saturation. Chris, why are we purple? Just randomly spawned in the room from Chris's pre-OV? Probably. I don't even think Chris noticed, considering they made no attempt at stopping us. I think Chris was too distracted by Noelle. Yeah, oh yeah, the fucking SGS you can do with the phone. Light road glitches don't count. True. No, it doesn't count because this is true reset. Truth fountain. Valid crash out. The world's most valid crash out. Like, me too, man. If I were in this situation, yeah. Anyways, Chris, I don't get why you're so mad. It's not my fault that aborting is slower. Okay, so anyways, now that we're out of that, genuinely, what the fuck? Like, even like 2 weeks later, I'm still in awe. OG High, did anything happen while I was gone? Chris had a valid crash out. That's about it, really. And you didn't even see any of the dialogue. Omori levels. This cutscene right here gave me big Omori vibes. Like this choicer. Chris, hey Chris. I don't think they're having choir practice. Really? What tipped you off? Why did Chris delete their contacts? Just to prevent us, because like even if like just to prevent us from like finding anything, basically. Like even if they delete their message history, we could look at their call history, you know, and we could look at their contacts to figure it out, because Chris probably doesn't have many contacts. Yeah, they also delete their contacts in main route. Yeah, it happens regardless. Remember piano solutions real? The knight can't even fucking kill me when I'm trying to die. Fraud. Fraudulent behavior. It's fine. It's fine. Everybody makes this mistake. It's fine. It's only a problem when people double down on it. Listen, I'm pretty sure you can find footage of me in 2021, he, him, and Chris during like one of my early speedruns. Dark Sanctuary, my beloved. Oh, and then you're like, alright. See ya, Simi. Today's sermon was super rad. It's just not the same. On it being a mistake. No, yeah. I didn't mean on it being a mistake. I meant doubling down on, like, doubling down on, like, wrong pronoun usage, you know? Fell for it again award. Damn. What is the red thing? It's a Titan spawn. It's a Titan spawn. It's the same sound effect when you fight them later. Hi, Gerson. I'm old! There's no making that being for people, yeah. Anyways, guys, the funny I'm old. I'm old! Science on RP was already super dark in a dark world. You say they spawn where it's... You could say they spawn where it's darker than dark. What happens when it gets darker than dark? Yeah, but I just wanted to be a little silly. Toby, who low-key might have considered that. Anyways. Ah. Accidentally let go. Carson, why couldn't you have moved slightly more to the left so I could just hold up? Blech. Hardest part about pianos is like double inputting on accident. Susie. Gotta take off my weight. Imagine, like, needing to do the puzzles. Don't know which way is faster to attack or which one's the spare. When it comes to, like, Chapter 4 where you have, like, Black Shard, like, technically the spare methods are faster still because of attack animations, but it's, like, a lot easier on the brain to just do fights. You end the fights in 2 turns. So... you're only losing time on the attack animations. Or I'll say, why are you yellow? Wait, I'm yellow? Wait, I'm yellow? Wait, I'm true? Alright. This time I will remember the correct turns and I will not mess up.
You're too
True.
Mamma mia!
You're taking too long. I keep forgetting about shit. My instinct is always just to fucking defend all whenever I don't have enough TP. Need to remember Scaredy Cat exists. Long.
Mamma mia!
This fight is really fun. to defend all here so I can get enough TP. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-da-da. Long.
Mamma mia!
So yeah, optimal turns I just fucked up and I just lost time from this menu, essentially. You're too true. Fucking love the "you're too true" gif. I keep forgetting I need to hold left. I keep getting like this part and then the part after where you need to talk to Jackenstein. I keep getting those mixed up. Hammer of True. Actually, yeah, no, yeah, it saves so much time. It genuinely saves so much time. Eviler, I'll say. Alright. Ralsei is evil because he can fly. There we go. Titan with its weakness reveal. I think it does less damage than attacking normally. I'm pretty sure. Or something. I know it's like not worth it. Like slightly more. Okay. I remember hearing somewhere that was like it barely got a buff. Alright. Does Unk still got it? You look Undyne. True. Guys, this is my T-Pad run. I gotta get kindergarten. fucking shell that I hate. Just barely short. Good bit. Good fucking bit. Kinda goated. It's just an easy fight. I will say that the part of the final attack where you're deflecting all the shells coming, it's really cool. I like that a lot. Easier than Phantom. I think it's slightly harder just because of Green Soul and the fact that you can't use items. You still need to try. With Spamton, you can be as cheesy as you want because you literally do not even have to graze to win that fight. Anyways, I've elected to not do the, like, tension gem for Fake Gerson just because, like, it only saves 5 seconds. And that's if you get, like... And that's if you get the tension gem optimally. Yeah, it's not worth it for me. Alright, most diabolical room in the game. Distant House of the Genesis. Yeah, although I think the missiles are at least a bit more reactable. Although there was my AKPB where I just got the most diabolical placement and got fucking corner trapped, which was really funny. Dude, you can't even go over it. fucking diabolical. Diabolical placements. Their cycles were just out of sync enough to their cycles were just out of sync enough to make it really hard to like squeeze between them. Like I could have done it. It would just would have been like it would have had to gone at like an awkward time, I'm pretty sure. Course of RNG minute, just use 10. What do you mean RNG minute? Just gamble. Gamble, 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 gamble. Pianpian.ogg, my beloved. Or would you use Tension Max on Gerson? Fake Gerson. That's where it saves the most time. If you use it in Fake Gerson, you can cast OK Heal immediately, and it saves like a minute and a half. I mean, I think like the time saves there just like aren't big enough compared to just using bit plus gem. Like it still saves time in that fight, but not nearly as much as using it in Fake Gerson, I'm pretty sure. It's like using it in Jack, like, saves like, I think 50 seconds at most over bit and gem, I'm pretty sure was the number I remember seeing. While in Fake Gerson, it just outright saves a minute and a half. Well, you can't use items until you would get Susie Death and then immediately use it. Basically, because you can't use items when it's just Susie. So you would get Susie Death and then immediately, and then immediately use Max plus OK Heal to end the fight. And then I remember in, like, there's probably other categories where Max would be really useful in Titan. But, in all bosses stuff, like, where you have Black Shard, there's just no way to really make it work. Imagine showing fucking chapter 3 splits. Imagine seeing a Tenna split and then a Knight split. I think G splits would be crazy to look at in 2022. Yeah. In 2021, who's Tenna? Tenna D. Every time I leave that room, I always got to be worried about accidentally wrong warping, because that cutscene gives you wrong warp state, and the wrong warp out of that room is buffered. 3/4 Chris. Can save a single turn at most. Yeah, that makes sense. It's much better to just take the turn. There's better places to use the gems. I need to take these off so Susie has less defense for Fate Gerson. I just wanted to make sure I had the right equipment on Chris. I'd say, like, all Shadow Crystal's glitch is harder for virtue of the glitches itself. Your equipment would be about the same. You just wouldn't have tension bits, so Jack would be slightly longer. You would skip Second Sanctuary entirely, but you don't really get to pick up anything there. Well, I mean, for Snowgrave Glitch, you already have to do double DJs, so... You see, Susie's nice. Susie has the courtesy to have her character development while we're in gameplay and not in a cutscene. Streamer, go get the egg. Oh yeah, by the way, you wanna know what I learned? You wanna know something I learned last night? So a lot of people think that the Chapter 4 egg, like, getting it, like, they lowered the odds of getting into the room. They actually didn't. You just, after exactly 8 screen transitions, you go into the egg room. It's just not random. Oh yeah, you were. Oh yeah, that was after your internet went out, Marla. Oh yeah, you weren't in call for that when we were having egg lore analysis. When our CE's open, whenever we get around to it. Climbing can be finicky sometimes. I think it's mostly just because of the tile movement. You can accidentally buffer an input, a movement input, that you didn't mean to. Trailer shot! Back to the chapter. I love the Chapter 3 egg. I love how stupid it is. Yeah, no, it was aura farming. Chris was just aura farming. I can't hear it. Sorry, I can't hear. All items has to grab Pippus. Being deaf is faster. Susie, I think Gasser is in Noel's theme. Alright, yeah, we get it, Chris, you can't hear. I'm old! Welcome back, Susie Death. I'm neutral. I'm pacifist about this fight. Anyway, I'm ending 61. Alfie. I'm mixed up. Cold-blooded murder. Wow, what a nice second sanctuary skip. Love how the sprites look. I just love all the sprites in general. They're in Chapter 4. They're so expressive. Ah. First noogie to ever make someone cry. Anyways, once again, I keep feeling the need to bring it up. Handwritten apology from all the from all the evil Rase believers. All items is dead. What do you mean? I mean, I thought it was dead from just gambling, but. Are you saying like if you are you like because you can't get Pippus with? Well, I mean on Weird Route you can get Pippus. It's just easy. When my down input just like vanished into the void, like Gaster. Where they can't. Well, I mean, other than like Thorn Ring. I mean, even then, it's just like you just handled Spamton like OST%. Oh well, no 4-turn. Yay! Finally. Well, don't you already have to do True Reset anyways in Chapter 4 just because of all the fucking church items? Like, you got the item in the church, I got the Ancient Chocolate. I think there's other Light World items, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. But there's, like, the fucking Ancient Chocolate. Or whatever. And, yeah, Noel Pencil. Which you can get on Weird Route. Aura and hype moments. Yeah, finishing Weird Route. Yeah. I was more just bringing up that, like, that is stuff you can do on Weird Route. Restart the chat. Yeah. Is Asgore's hot chocolate the same item as the one in Chapter 1? It didn't look, when I saw, it didn't look any different. I don't know if it's considered a different item by the game because it has done that. The Ball of Junk in Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 are considered different items. Like, it had the same description, so I think it's the same item, but I don't know. Like, the description didn't look any different. Get rid of your equipment or just Dark Roller? It gets rid of anything not currently equipped to you. So items and armor and weapons. If they aren't equipped, they are gone. Also, no, I don't split there. I'm stupid. Me when I don't split there. I saw screen transition and my brain said split. Finally, I can get rid of my 48 Thorn Rings. Hot chocolate's the same item. Okay, I figured. Definitely, it was definitely still worth checking, though. In case it was like a fucking ball of junk situation. Truth Fountain. Thank you for the follow. Call it an act. Wait, ISAT? Wait, just like in Stars and Time? So satisfying. You really anything would consider a ball of junk. The chapter 1 ball of junk and the chapter 2 ball of junk are different items, and I think it is solely because the chapter 2 ball of junk has a different description. It has a different check description when you look at it. I remember being confused by this with the item tracker mysteriously giving me an extra item when exiting the chapter 2 Dark World, like the Castle Town. And I looked at, like, I remember looking into it, it was like because of the ball of junk. Like, I remember someone looked into it and said it was the ball of junk. I don't know. Because you get dark candy in Trash Zone. What if time was betrayed and trapped in the chapter 4 Dark World? That's true. I just remember this being a whole mystery for a while when I was running all items, where I was just like, okay, why do I just mysteriously gain an item at the start of a cutscene in Chapter 2, Castle Town? It's like at the start of that cutscene, you gain an item, and this is before like Lancer, Rules, and Starwalker join your inventory. And I remember like I asked someone to look into it because I didn't know, and they said, "Oh, it's the ball of junk. It's just different in Chapter 2." That's what they told me. Is that what it is? Damn, I was lied to then. Somebody spread misinformation to me. Because I literally asked. Very well designed attack. I'm gonna actually murder somebody. Oh my god, 79 TP. Thank you. Yes, thank you for spreading your damage, Titan. I'm old! Oh yeah, chat, want to see something funny that you can do? You only need to use it once. You only need to break the shield. Unk still got it. Yeah, on the Dual Buster turns there, you only, like, a lot of people thought you need to use Dual Buster on both turns and then use Susie's idea. You only need to use it once. You only need to use it on the first turn to break the shield. You can just defend all on the second turn. Yo, Speed Keepium? City Heights? Gotta use blood on his face. He's evil. I can't believe Susie got her ketchup all over Ralsei's face. Cause that's what it is. It's ketchup, guys, right? You know, Sans had ketchup in the Geno fight. That means Susie had ketchup here too, right? Comes with the red fruit juice. Why do I need to attack? What happens if I defend all and it worked? Yeah, that was basically also how we discovered about the I Love TV on the weather duo, because I was trying to remind myself to defend all after using it 3 times, and my brain was just like, okay, and then defend it all immediately after. Like immediately after using it the first time, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it works. Sorry, Rosé, I was accidentally holding my ketchup packet. Santana? Yay. This run could have been like 15 minutes faster if it weren't for the night incident. is also showing me that I can fucking easily beat my ACWRG run. Considering that was like a 111. It was like a 111 chapter 4, and that was like no all bosses. Yeah, at least I finished a run. The ever hateful night. Are you there? I'll just leave a message. It's festival. No such. She's really looking forward to seeing. What did we do to this poor girl? The dead pixel! The evil and malicious dead pixel. Evil dead pixel. Yeah, yap, you're yapping, yapster, or whatever. How much longer now? I don't know, a year. My Delta rune, okay. Whoa, 2026. Alright. That's it for me for today. I'll run this back at some point. I know I can beat this, so... Alright, could, like, Twitch actually load? Hello? Whatever, fucking... pull it up on my phone. Twitch is just refusing to load. On my fucking, browser. Yeah, I can fucking open up just fine on my phone. Alright. Alright. What if I just, like, open another Firefox? Oh, that can load Twitch just fine, but not my current instance of Firefox. Let's go raid Shay. Buddy time. Alright, anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.